You're standing in front of a picture here that I want to point out to people.
Oh, it's just, yeah,
because it's your children who are lovely.
My children and my dog.
But here's Maggie. This is Maggie the dog.
Yes, it's Maggie on the couch.
Yeah.
Or that could be just a picture of Maggie that we put on the couch that we sort of had blown up into a pillow and we just lay it on there quite like that. But that is actually Maggie.
Because Maggie's posing, that's so cute,
It's
the way she
Maggie.
found a way to kind of get in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be a bit of a ham. I wonder where she gets that.
At our house, everybody has to try and get in the picture.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder where they got that.
Don't know. No idea.
All right, a couple of things on our minds today.
Yes.
Isaiah Thomas is back in basketball.
Yes, they've
a
already
college
started
coach.
printing up T-shirts at FIU, Florida International University, which say
Is that in Tampa?
FIU. It's in Miami.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of
Fire Isaiah University. Must be some disgruntled Knick fans who have done that. It's very interesting. To rehabilitate himself, he had to drop down 1,000 levels to the Sun Belt Conference. But the Sun Belt Conference, Mike Jarvis just signed on to coach there, so there's some pretty good coaches there. There's a school, a student body of 36,000 people. I had no idea it was that large.
Big. Yeah.
And I think he can coach a little. I think he's got a great eye for talent, better than he is as a coach. But I wonder how long he's going to stay there. I mean, if he does well, he'll move up. If he does poorly, he's got all the money in the world, he'll quit. He doesn't seem like a long-term guy to me. I don't know how he'll do with recruiting. I mean, it's a great pitch. I was in the pros. You know who I am. I can help you get to the pros. But does he want to do the nuts and bolts of going to kids' houses? Yeah. And it's hard for me to believe that Isaiah Thomas is going to want to do that. I was very impressed in the interview he had today on ESPN that he's given back his salary.
That's what I was going to ask
I was incredibly impressed. And what he said was, look, I've made a lot of money through basketball. And I could not have gotten to this point.
Stinking in New York.
Okay, he was terrible in New York. He was terrible in a lot of places. But he was a great player.
Yes, no question.
He said, I could never have gotten to this point if somebody hadn't donated money to basketball programs when I was a kid and I had nothing. And so I'm happy to give this back. And you know, I mean, you can be cynical and say that's just part of the overall rehabilitation, but it's a wonderful gesture. And he talked about the economy now, and he's got enough. So good for him.
At least he seems to get it. I mean, there are a lot of coaches who are taking huge salaries, and you know, and
I don't mind anybody getting paid what they get paid.
No, but for him to do that, he's playing a lot. He's hitting a lot of right notes.
He is, but I don't. Again, let me just say that I don't think people have to give back any money.
No, I didn't.
I don't
say
think they
that.
do. If they've earned the money, I don't think they have to give it back.
What he's doing will resonate.
Yes, yes. But he's also getting paid to do nothing by the New York Knicks.
Well, there is
like
that.
$6 million a year. So there is
money.
But
you know what? That's professional. That's a professional.
Money.
So
what? Good for him.
Yeah.
I wish him well, and I know it's going to be, you know, he's going to have to sit in recruits' homes, and somebody, I would think, would ask him about that sexual harassment lawsuit. I mean, I think
that might come up.
Yeah, I would think so. I think a parent might.
The other thing we want to talk about today, it's a little shorter today, is Idol, because I know that's near and dear to your heart. I want to talk about the American version, and I want to talk about the British version, the woman who appeared on the British version.
What's her name?
Susan Boyle, I think.
Susan Boyle. I watched that this morning on the computer.
Oh, and you can do that.
Well, I can. I don't. Somebody had to show me how to do it, but I watched it, and it's called
on the YouTube.
It's called Britain's Got Talent.
Yes. Simon
and there's
Cowell,
an American.
Couple
America's Got Talent too. But I don't think the America's Got Talent is limited to singing. I don't know if the Britain's Got Talent is limited to singing. I don't know.
I don't know.
And there's this woman, and I think it would be fair to describe her as a very dowdy, 47-year-old woman.
Oh, she looks 67.
Without
plain
sex appeal. Plain and dowdy, somewhat hefty.
Let me say, being of having German background, there are some people in my family when I was a kid that we used to go visit. Aunt Dora and Aunt Bertha, they're long gone, so I can say this. They looked exactly like, kind of like a Monty Python guy in drag.
And she said, you know, she'd never been kissed. And
yeah, that I didn't need to know
okay,
that.
but what it looked like.
I don't think Aunt Bertha was ever kissed.
Well, I don't. Had I been around, I'd have done it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Pro bono, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just say her mustache was heavier than yours?
There you go. So my feeling would be that when she came out, those of us who are used to American Idol said, oh, okay, this is that thing where they're trying out to get to Hollywood, and she's absolutely terrible. She can't hit a note. It's a joke, and everybody's going to cringe, and they're going to get her off the stage. 47-year-old woman says, I want to be a professional singer. We've seen that.
Yeah.
She got out there and she sung a song from Les Mis, a song that Jean Valjean sings. It's,
I voice cried. Of an angel.
I cried watching that. I did. Tears came to my eyes. It was so good. It was so pure and so wonderful. Yeah. And the judges responded in the same way. And it's like one of the great moments you'll ever see on TV because it's utterly unexpected.
And it was so genuine. It was so just so genuine.
She's so great. She's a better singer than anybody who has ever been on American Idol, including Adam, Adam is by far the best singer that's ever been on American Idol. This is not even close. Adam can hit notes that humans can't hit and sustain those notes. His voice is like a synthesizer. Not going to win, but he's the best singer. But now, do you want to get to Idol with me?
Well, she also reminded me of that. Remember there was the girl, like the 12 or 13-year-old girl from Britain who also came out of nowhere and had this voice like an angel.
The thing was the show Little Voice, that became a movie, Little Voice? Maybe you're thinking of something else.
I can't remember her name. But there was someone like, and she became a recording star. It was this
woman was Ronan Tynan.
Evidently just...
I mean, like, you go, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was stunning. Absolutely stunning. Really it's on YouTube so people can see it.
I hit the Google button.
You didn't hit the Google button.
No,
you hit the YouTube button.
I hit the Google button, and it flashed her name and the thing, and then I hit that.
Not like that. You used your mouse. Yeah. Oh boy. Okie dokie. Good for you on your coal-burning computer.
Do you want Idol?
Yes. You can now talk about American Idol.
It's go time. I believe that Lil is a tremendous disappointment to me.
You and Simon.
Well, at the beginning of the shows, before they even went to Hollywood, the three people that I said were the best three were Danny Goki, Lil, and Adam. Yep. They were the best three from the start. Lil has regressed. When she sings, she doesn't really hit all the notes, and not only that, but she seems to be laboring to try and be something that she's not. I think she's in trouble. I thought Anoop would be in trouble. I thought he was pretty good last night. I thought Anoop was very, very good. And I think Matt is in trouble because Matt essentially only does one thing. He sits at the piano and he sings sort of a high jazz stuff, and it's okay, but I don't think he can win. So I think that those three are sort of most likely to go in the next week or two. Now, if Adam were to go, because his song, Born to Be Wild, was so wild the way he did it, if he were to go, he would surely be rescued by the judges. But here's the larger problem with American Idol happened last night. As you know, a week ago, on American Idol, they ran over by about 9 minutes.
Yes.
So if you TiVo'd, you missed Adam.
And they ran over, right?
Yeah, they ran over, Seacrest couldn't rein in the horses, couldn't get it done. So this week...
I know that feeling, yeah.
Reining in the horses?
Yeah.
Okay. This week, they said only 2 of the judges could speak and criticize each singer in succession. So Simon was left out of half the singers. You can't... Simon's the whole show.
No, yeah, that would not
Without
be the way to
Simon
go.
Cowell, the show's not on the air for more than 1 year. It gets 1 more year, and then it's off the air. And I blame Cara Diagardi for this.
Yeah.
I mean her no ill will, but she's a 4th judge. She's got to talk. Paula, as a result of them bringing in Cara, Paula's not as spacey as she used to be. Talks a little bit more. There's just not enough room on the show. And what does Cara do that makes the show better? I don't know. I don't think she does anything to make the show better. I know Simon makes the show better. I know when Paula is spacey, it makes the show fun, and Randy's earned the right to be there. But what has Cara got that's so important that she should still be on the show?
Nothing.
So I think what we saw for the first time was, a bad American Idol because Simon Cowell was forced into a subsidiary role. You can't have that. Those are my thoughts on Idol.
Quentin Tarantino.
It didn't figure. It didn't figure, but he was okay.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of music in his movies.
Yes, he does, and he's written some. I think didn't he? In one of the Kill Bills, I think.
That's what people say. He looks like a bizarro Roger Federer to me. He's got all of Federer's sort of pronounced look, but to a larger degree. But you know what? Pulp Fiction was so good that far be it from me to criticize Quentin Tarantino, even though. After Pulp Fiction, started with Reservoir Dogs?
Yes.
Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
After that,
Kill Bill.
I didn't
Kill
like.
Bill.
Oh, it's horrendous.
You didn't like Kill Bill?
Oh my God, it's
I did.
indecipherable. It's 2 parts. It's indecipherable. No,
Isn't?
no, it's no.
Oh.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. But you know, I'm not a movie guy.
All right.
Done?
Yeah.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk tomorrow.
All right.